what kind of a student body did Princeton have then in terms of Catholics, Jews, women, African Americans, anyone that didn't fit the white Protestant model of a student?
I think to put this in context, remember that there were relatively few colleges in the United States, a few hundred compared to thousands today. And very few people went to college in those days. Even in Congress, which is where Wilson wanted to end up, only one congressman in 4 had ever been to college. So college was rare. And even rarer was to go to one of the really top schools that called themselves universities. And Princeton was late in deciding to become a university. So when we look at Princeton, around the time Wilson was there, it's very small. It's not much bigger than a modern high school. And it is overwhelmingly Episcopalians and Presbyterians. That is the student body. So at the time Wilson leaves Princeton in 1910, there are only 6% of the students are Jewish, extremely few. But you compare that to the fact that there were also only 6% of the students Catholic. So it was very hard to get into Princeton if you were what they would have thought of as in any way different. And this is deeply troubling to us today. We look back on this and we think absolutely deplorable. This is not the way we would run a university now. I think in Wilson's mind, he did not want to bring in students to the student body that he thought would be bullied and hazed. And if you've read F. Scott Fitzgerald's book, This Side of Paradise, which is about the Princeton undergraduate experience, Fitzgerald says, if you so much as wore a green hat, your social life was over. You were dead. So that's the sort of environment, highly intolerant of outsiders and outside differences, but at the same time, internally, proud of being a kind of little democratic utopia that produced, they thought, leaders for America. But let me be clear, it was not coeducational. That doesn't happen until the 60s. And there were no blacks at all. That did not happen until another 40 years.